Washoe County corruption. Judicial notice for the continuation of the evidence. Letter to Secretary of State and the Wilcox Property Owners Association. Previously served upon judicial officer, State of Nevada, Francisco V. Aguilar, attorneys / co-actors, exhibits 1 through 4, in support for the record by the title frauds. Defendants are responsible for road repair, emergency access, bringing it up to County of Washoe grading standards. Also responsible for correcting the books and records of Wilcox Ranch, POA / Dish Company, etc. Further oral testimony reserved. Exhibit 1 is a letter that I put to the Secretary of State. Okay. And you can take a look at that on the case. I'm not going to read all that. But I want to go down here. There's a check that we paid for title insurance, $1,000. We got fraudulent title sold to us. Here's the representations, okay, by the former officer, Secretary Treasurer of Wilcox Ranch Property Owners Association, right there. And this is all the information that was given to us when we bought the property. Okay, the current associate, this is the attorneys. We have all the books and records with all the threat letters from her in there. And the attempts to eminent domain Mr. Belfort, protective orders against him, from the communications on the emails, several threat letters to him by Gail Agnes Kern. Here's an invoice that was sent to my father. Okay, $397 late fees. Okay, there's where he paid it. Since we bought the property in 17, they have done nothing to the roads. Okay, so we pretty much know who turned us in, but we need to get it from the Secretary of State, and they're withholding that. That's why they're a defendant. They won't tell us who did it, but they say that it's somebody we know because we named them. We know who it is. Let's see here. I just want to read some of this stuff here. This is the communications between me and Colleen Metzger, Secretary of State. Okay. But one of the ones here, let me find it. Where is that one? There's one in there where I tell her. Yeah, I'm asking her, please provide us with the person who's making the claim against our titles. But, yeah. It said, Mr. Belfort will be contacting me shortly. See attachment. I'm wondering who is making the complaint. This is in litigation, and a whole lot of threats and intimidations are happening after I accuse them of embezzling from the POA. That's exactly what they were doing. Let's go down here. They've all noticed about all this. It's all done. I'm so well documented on this. They're not getting away with it. You people are not getting away with it. And I don't care whether you're using the government, the district attorney, or the attorney general. You are not getting away with this. You better bring your bagged lunches, because we are not going to stand for this public corruption. Okay? You think so? You think you're going to send investigators on us and all this stuff? Good luck. You're committing fraud. Okay? Here's the people right here that say it doesn't exist after they voted the perpetuity in. Right here. You people right here. This is the head of the snake right there. And here's the followers right here. You all voted a perpetuity in, and then you say it doesn't exist, and then you have the attorney Gail Agnes Kern go record it down there with the Secretary of State under the notary seal and say it exists forever. And then you want to say it doesn't exist? Okay? Here's the checks by Jim Schreck, the guy that's been harassing, menacing, and threatening us. Right here, receiving the checks. Okay? This one says Culvert, but the rest of them are all unaccounted for. This is just part of it. Okay, I got all the checks. Mr. Belfort, he's a whistleblower. He's the one that discovered the check frauds. Okay, all this stuff. Nothing, no invoices, nothing. Just writing them checks. Writing them checks. Okay, nothing here. We don't know what this goes to, all these nice round numbers. I don't know what he's doing, but it's funny. Right here, this check here, 10/31/18, receiving checks after you voted for the perpetuity, Exhibit 4. Okay, you want to go say you didn't vote for it, where you voted, you had 4 properties at the time, and you have put 4 votes and said that it was in there. Go ahead and say it doesn't. Okay, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Go ahead and say that you didn't vote for that. When we get you on the stand, we're going to find out. Okay, receiving checks is a financial frauds, and we've given this to the district attorney. Christopher J. Hicks is in dereliction of duty along with his deputy DAs, Elizabeth Hannah Hickman, Austin Lucia, and Mary M. Canderas. Okay? You guys are perjuring your oath. You're corrupt. Okay? You don't want to do anything about these check frauds and all this stuff. Financial frauds. Okay? We can prove it. And you're trying to blow us out using the judges to throw out stuff violating due process. And we can prove that also. Okay, here's Exhibit 4. And you see the date that was recorded by Gail Agnes Kern, and then she puts liens on our properties, 8/10/2018. But you come back up here, James Lee Schreck is receiving checks after he voted the perpetuity in. So he wants to say it doesn't exist because it suits him. He has some 10, 12 properties or so that he's been buying up and trying to devalue everything and redline the properties in Wilcox Ranch Property Owners Association. Okay? We have the evidence, and we are going to expose you people. Christopher J. Hicks is trying to run for re-election. This guy's using public funds, and he's corrupt. Okay, this needs to go to Wes Duncan, his opponent, to see the fraud that he's committed along with his deputies. Elizabeth Hannah Hickman, Austin Lucia, and Mary M. Canderas. Those are his co-actors. Okay, you're covering all this up. You're covering your frauds up. Okay, we have the evidence. We're not going away.